Okay, so it's 4:30 in the morning. Storm Goretti has passed, or is passing through the minute in the UK. Time to try out the new Kumho Solus all-season tyres. To do a bit of snow shifting in a minute. Set everything up. It's about, I don't know, 8 to 10 centimetres. No, not that much. Probably, yeah, 6 to 8 centimetres in a minute. The wind seems to have died down. So I'm just going to clear some snow off the Suzuki and see how we get on. I found a nice soft brush. Sweeps it off nicely, quickly. I've got a screen cover on at the minute. So once that's off, should be okay. It's clear. The red is clear. Yeah, it's luckily it's turning to slush quite quickly. Trying to be quiet. I don't want to wake the neighbours or the dogs. Okay, so that's most of it cleared. It's cleared. Right, I'm going to try just rear wheel drive with these new Kumho Solus all-terrain tyres. See how we get on. Just two-wheel drive. Gotta go down quite a hill. There you go. It's not having it. It's two-wheel drive, and now four-wheel drive. No problem. It's quite a hill. It's not sounding so much. It's turned into that hard rain, sleet. Sorry about the bouncing of the camera, but it's quite a long arm extension I've got on it. So quite a bit of bounce. Yeah, so I reckon, excuse me, I reckon in inches is probably 4 or 5 inches. 8 to 10 mil maybe. Hopefully when we get onto the treated roads it should clear up, because they've been gritting, I believe. That's better. So traction so far, I'm in high range, just normal. It's an auto box, this one, 2 litre petrol auto. Just a normal 4-wheel drive, high range. envisage any issues. I've had this car since new, so it must be getting 24 years. And I have had videos on my channel in previous years. We haven't had much snow for a while in the UK, so this is another quite steep hill. It's one of those where there's no run up or anything. It's on a bend. Tram lining at the moment. As you can probably see. Yeah, I've had a few videos on my channel from previous years. So a couple of cars have just given up there. In quite deep snow. They were on Bridgestone. There you go. Quite a bit of a drift. I say drift. It's where it's mounded up. It's shoving me from side to side. But now I've got up that okay. So, impressed with that. Sorry about the camera angles. Keep changing because I don't think I've quite tightened it up properly. Yeah, so if you'd like to see videos where it's a bit deeper snow, it's on Bridgestone Jewelers, I think it was, original OEM fit tyres for the Suzukis at the time. And replace these Kumho Solus all season, or 4 season I think they're called. Tyres, couple of how many weeks ago? Probably a month ago now. All round 4. The back's wanting to overtake the front. But got up that hill okay, so far they're doing the job. I say I'm just in high range, so nothing fancy, no low range, still got that to come, and I'm just in normal drive in an auto box. May have to change in a minute because it's an awkward dip just down here. It goes, well, you'll see it shortly. My old Suzuki, my old diesel Suzuki Vitara, Grand Vitara, had no issues at all, and that had normal Kumho, normal road tyres on. And there's a couple of videos of me doing a bit of gentle green laning, and it managed to fine. I won't say they were perfect off-road, but they worked, that's for sure. Now this is where it gets a bit dicey because it drops down and then very quickly you then start going uphill. So I may need to floor it or drop it into low range. We'll see. You can see how it drops down into this dip. Maybe you can't on the camera. I'll give it a little bit of speed to help. Hope I'm just coming up the other side. Just losing traction a little bit. But now it's doing fine. I once had a long wheelbase 2.7 Tirano. Sorry, I had the Maverick. The Tirano was the Nissan version. I had the Ford Maverick, and it used to sail up here. No problems at all. A bit more weight, I suppose. So even though it's not a lot of snow as far as what European and Alpine type countries get. In fact, you'd probably laugh. But to us, very unprepared, because we're not prepared to pay as a nation to keep the roads clear properly, so we just tend to grit, salt the main bus routes. Yeah, so I'm trying to look at the depth of these tracks. So I don't know. Yeah, it's getting up towards 4, 5, 6 inches of snow. And as you can see, I've not had to do anything special at the moment. So, other than keep on top of the rear wagon and tram lining like now, I haven't got an issue so far. So I have to come to a standstill while I join this road. Let's see how we get on. No problem. So, with this short journey, I think they do the job. So be a bit careful around it, because obviously other cars use the tracks created previously, and they tend to be on the wrong side of the road in some cases. Nice and easy. I hope it's not too bouncy. I've had to quickly get set up. Probably should have used a short extension bar. To be honest, my hands are cold and wet, cleaning off snow off the car. See how we do for slowing down and stopping. It's 20 mile an hour. Let's have a look. This car hasn't got ABS. No, happy with that. Nothing unexpected. Again, there's a bit of a long incline, so we drop down here and it's quite a long incline, and it looks as though it may have been cleared a bit of snow by other traffic. Yeah, not too bad. Down to the tarmac, still slippy. Sorry about the reflection off the glass as well. Just been filmed on my iPhone. But now it's doing the job. It's getting me to work. I live in the Peak District. Just on the edges of the Peak. It's probably classed as the Peak District. Now you can see where the previous vehicles have gone across the road. We drive on the left in the UK, and previous vehicles have just followed the tracks made. So I've got to be careful here. See it'll be coming down them as well. So I've got the ability to move over. Easy SUV, so we can do it as well. But overall, cheap tyre brand, but they're certainly not premium prices. So I'm going for an all-rounder, if you like. And they're seeming okay. Now we're going down a hill again, so I've got to watch the guys coming up, suddenly jumping out their tracks. He's in an SUV as well. But if you can see where all the tracks are going from side to side as vehicles lose their grip. Slowing down a little bit because there's quite a long incline, descent more like, and you never know. There's a car there. I don't know whether he's gone off totally or accidentally. I think he just parked up. Yeah, didn't make it up the hill. So overall, quite impressed. Quite impressed. Should be turning to, I think we're getting, should be turning to slush. I think we're getting rain in a couple of hours, around about 9-10 o'clock. The wind seems to have dropped. I'm heading for London, taking a container, 40-foot container. So hopefully the main arterial roads, the motorways are cleared. Certainly helped me out, no end. But I'm impressed with that. Not far away from work now, a couple more miles. And as in driving on roads in the snow, it's being aware of other traffic as much as what you're doing. Mainly because of, you don't know what they're at. Abilities are, or whether they're suddenly going to climb out of the ruts by accident because their cars get grip.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and click on the bell notification button for more. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm.
Never know, so it is being aware of vehicles. So turn that on. As we're joining the main roads, it's clearing up nicely. These should have been gritted already, which it looks like they may have been, and it's just that the snow started to melt. So that's good news for me. Hopefully, say some places, some councils tend to grit more than others. Where I live, you tend to be more in the countryside, a lot hillier, so we do tend to get a lot more bad weather than maybe down south. Tend to be a bit more prepared. But no, I'm happy with that. Can even come out of four-wheel drive shred shoes. Just see what they're like going uphill. We've got a bit of a dip down here, and then the bottom of the lights is quite steep uphill. Now we're getting to places where there's no snow on the roads hardly at all. So fingers crossed. Should be okay. Well, what is it now? 5:30 in the morning. 9th of January, sorry, I have to work that out. 9th of January 2026. Storm Goretti has mainly passed over the UK. It's one of these countrywide storms. We don't get many of them very often. They tend to be isolated in different parts of the country, around the coast mainly, and up in Scotland. But now we've got it right the way across. But the wind seems to have died down, certainly here. So it's still snowing. But hopefully, as the day goes on, it'll warm up a little bit. We've had very cold temperatures, -5, -6, quite regular. My recent videos where I had a wander around and just had a general chit chat with the dogs, I felt this was coming because the temperature dropped, got bitterly cold. It just felt like it needed to snow, and guess what? 5 days later, it's come down with vengeance. Some parts of our country have got really good, substantial snowfalls, 2, 3, 4 foot, and then with the strong winds, that's drifting to 6 foot drifts easily. I know some places in the world get 20 foot, no problem. But when you're used to it, it's a bit different when you're not used to it, like in this country. Yes, there is snow in the air, as you can probably see. It's more sleety than outright snow. Okay, thanks for watching. And I always ask if you'd like to do the favours for me, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification button, etc, etc, etc. It does all help. And we'll get to more towards civilization. Thanks for watching. Catch you all again in the next one. Let's hope I can get my job done today with the containers. But now I'm impressed with the Kumho 4 season Solus, I think it is. I remember rightly, Solus 4 season.